to you, help me. And you've heard them words come out of her mouth, right? You see her running. She done jumped out the car and she's trying to get away, kind of thing. Or she has sent you a SOS. You just have to mind your business. And because, like I said, there's no guarantee that to her, she's looking at it as a bad situation. There are many, I have had conversations with women, and they do not see things that are going on. And then there are those times, because like I said, being transparent, I was in a situation once and I knew it wasn't good. I knew it wasn't bad, but I wasn't ready to leave. I was making my plans. So don't count her out yet, right? She may not just be as fast as you would have been, right? See, when you dealing, especially she knows what she's dealing with. So she got to be smooth. And if she's smooth with it, oh, it's going to work in her favor. Just give it time. Don't trip. She got this, right? Hopefully, she'll do it in a way where she can be free once she's done in the relationship. You know, I pray that no woman messes up her freedom getting free. And you know what I'm talking about, right? where you got the officials knocking on your door, trying to, reading you your rights. We don't want that, ladies. But I mean, if you got a game plan, if you got your escape route, and it taking you 5 years, 10 years to figure, hey, you take your time and just wink. Relax, because only you know what you're dealing with, and only you can stop that forest fire. And get that game plan down packed so that you can stay free and do whatever needs to be done. That's all I'm gonna say on that part right now, but I got some stories on that too. But it will all work in your favor if you know what you're doing. Because like you said, people can be portray themselves to be a certain way, and you not know. I know people swear up and down, oh, she knew there was red flags and there was unless you've lived it, you have no clue. And that's why I tell, and reading this book, it makes me think back on, I see a lot of single women who run their mouth to the ground about relationships and ain't never been in one to save their life, right? But they always got 2 cents. I said, I'm going to just have to do like my grandmama used to say and give them a quarter, give them a dime, a nickel, a penny or something so they can go buy themselves some business. Because they always in relationships. They always talking about what this should do, what that and ain't never had a man. Ever. Like, ever. Ain't never been married, but can tell you everything about marriage. And I'll just be, my thing now is, Lord, just let them meet. Just let them walk down the aisle so they can shut up. If only, like, I used to say, oh, I don't wish that on. No. They need to learn. Everybody needs to grow in life. And it will not be a bad thing for them to learn. It won't. It will be good. It will be great evolvement. And it will help them to see things from other perspectives and other people's, it will be great. So I wish above all that they meet the man of their dream. and they get into that relationship, because every word that they have spoken out of their mouth about other people's relationships, they will one day understand it. They will. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But that just made me think when I said that about attempt to control and take away her freedom. I just saw that woman sitting there reenacting that video, and I was like, this is too much. Pure comedy, though. Pure comedy. It says, I will never forget a relationship I was in, and that was just the most annoying thing ever. To have a man attempt to control your behavior, your moves, and even your thoughts. Not to mention the clothes you wear. I am someone with strong religious beliefs, and God does not even attempt to control you like that. So when a man does this, in my opinion, he is placing himself up on a throne as your God. Completely outrageous behavior. And no man should ever be this way with the woman he says he loves. Now, like I said, if the woman creates the throne and gets the seat all nicely cushioned and sets it up and then takes him and leads him to it and sits him down and puts the crown on his head, that's all her. We cannot, who are we to judge? Who are we to say? But like I said, this book is geared toward women, men who I'm trying to help you get into, say you're in a new relationship and you know that this is a different breed of woman and you don't want to mess it up, and she don't respond to the way the rest of them did, and everything that this book is saying to do, you didn't do, or vice versa. Now you trying to figure it out, or she didn't like it, but I'm saying women like it. That's because you're dealing with a whole total different woman. That's what this book is for. A certain particular style woman, okay, who don't have time for no drama. That's what this book is for. So that is how this will assist. But you have some, and that's what makes this world special. That's what makes the world different. Everybody is unique, because some like drama, some don't. Some like peace, some don't. Like, to everything, every pro you have a con. To every positive you have a negative. And that's just the world that we live in, right? So this is just for you men who really want to, make that ship float. Make it just continue to be smooth sailing. You don't want that ship, a relationship, when I say ship, you don't want your relationship to have any turbulence. You trying to have as less turbulence as possible. Because, it's just life, so it's going to happen, right? But you're not trying to add any extra turbulence in there. And that's understandable, because you don't have to. Because, like I said, contrast is just a part of life, and it's going to happen. So you do your part, and this book will definitely give you some tips to do that. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, let's go on. Let's do one more. Tip 14. It says, if you do not like how she acts or who she is from the beginning, then just do not date her. We don't even have to get into the book right now with that. That's just like, because going back to tip 13, 9 times out of 10, you accepted everything about her when you first met her. And that's how, and we know you did, because you would not be in a relationship with her now if you didn't, right? So if you accepted her just like she was then, the way she dressed, the way she wore her hair, the way she talked, the friends she had, her parents, her family, if you accepted it then, you cannot tap, what they say, tap, no trade backs. Like, you can't now all of a sudden expect this woman to change and become something that she's not. Where do they do that at? Help me understand. If you are not changing, right? If tip to tap, right? If she can't expect you to change, whatever it is you want to change about her, look at yourself and say, are you willing to change that about you? And have you changed that? If she's even asking you, because she probably don't even care. So if she don't care about how you wear your hair, why are you worried about hers? Because remember, she wore it like that when you met her. I doubt if too many women just flip up and become 100 times a total different woman after she get married with you. I don't know. She was always, for 5 years while you was dating. Well, some of y'all don't date 5 months now, but 5 weeks, whatever. You know, she was all black hair. And then y'all get married. And then all of a sudden, she turned hot pink. For one, that's on you, bruh, because you should have asked more questions, because evidently you didn't say. So is this all you? Like, do you ever switch up? Do you ever change yourself? Or, you know, see, that's another thing. Men don't ask a lot of questions, especially if it's a sexual relationship. You ain't caring, because you just want to get that one thing, or that's your big focus. So you got to be more proactive to ask questions, dig deep, find out, like, you know, if her mama ain't married, has your mama ever been married? Was your mama and your daddy married? Like, how was their relationship? Have you ever seen your mama in a relationship? Because you want to see and know, what has this woman, what has been her examples? Who have she followed? You know, what has she watched and seen? And if she say, oh, my mom and dad, they fought like cats and dogs. Okay, next. Unless she says, and I don't want, you know, and my goal is to have a peaceful relationship. I'm not interested in it, you know, like, you got to make sure, you know, maybe she think that's normal. You know, maybe she think that's the way it's supposed to be, because that's all she know. You got to ask questions, bruh. Don't think this is the rest of your life. Do you guys understand when them words say, till death we do part? Now, I will also add in there that death is not just a physical death. Okay? Because there are many emotional deaths. There are many financial, social, psychological, like it goes further. But regardless, you want to make sure that you done crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's as much as possible to assure you that, okay, like my grandmother would say, if you can't deal with it for the rest of your life, because that's how you have to go into this. This is the person that you are going, the way they are when you meet them and you say I do, when you're standing at that altar or on that beach, wherever you are getting married, in front of that clergyman,